transfer it over just like any other handoff in a cast. So, however, MCE and I are going to be casting in English, and we hand it over to PL1 and Vez. They're going to be casting entirely in French.
We need to jump right into this pistol round.
All right, starts off. Rise Nation on the CT side. Sean's able to pick up 2, and it looks like Onage on the back end of this exchange, or actually the head of the exchange. Go ahead, PL1.
No, that's Vez.
Or Vez. Either one.
So, yeah. Sean va planter au milieu du bomb site et en fait là ça va être un 2v1. Ça va être Dazzle Moves contre Sean. Sean prend un angle très agressif. He's waiting for him. Oh. And he got a one.
And Sean able to clutch that out. 1v2 with 2 huge shots to put Onage up big time in this match.
Is it backwards up top?
Yeah.
No, it always is. We'll get that sorted out immediately.
But what do you think was really the success in that round, Vez?
Pardon. En fait, ce qui est arrivé, c'est que je n'ai vraiment pas suivi la ronde. Ça fait quelques verres que j'ai. Je ne suis pas capable de suivre la partie! Mesdames et messieurs, nous retournons à la partie. Je reprends le lead. Merci de me laisser parler. En fait, ce qui se passe en ce moment, c'est qu'on a une ronde très passive des terroristes. On voit ici une ronde des contre-terroristes près de l'échelle, près du... Le Brown Halls. Le Brown Halls. Écoutez, Moose, qu'on appelle la ladder, l'échelle en français.
L'échelle.
L'échelle. L'échelle. Le fromage. L'échelle. Écoutez.
Oui.
En fait, ce que nous allons voir, on peut voir ici les terroristes prendre une avance vers le bomb site intérieur. Intérieur.
Intérieur.
Intérieur. Fromage.
Fromage intérieur.
Fromage intérieur, baguette. Bref. We gotta roll our R's, like rrr.
Go ahead. All right, so we're back into the English temporarily for everybody. It does look like Caboose is down, but Brax has a response of his own. A 4-on-4 retake will begin. It's still bomb just now getting planted. Plenty of room for Rise Nation, but they're losing bodies fast. As Ace pops off his scout shot, Jonji as well has a scope in here. It's double scout. Not the greatest of looks onto this site as David just needs one shot of his own. Jonji's now out of the equation. 2-on-4. I think it's 1 kill their way, but I mean, there's not really much to work with here. No kits, and Dazzle's going to make an effort out of this. He's got 1. PL1. No? All right.
All right. So Ace, probably gonna. Sorry. Ace va sauvegarder son fusil. Save his gun. Sauvegarder. And il va probablement aller Ivy. We call it Ivy, but in French it's the same thing. Like
From fromage?
No. Not this time. Okay. It's kind of hard. Et maintenant, nous poursuivons avec la prochaine ronde où ce sera un écho round de la part des Bleus. Rise Nation en écho round. Donc, nous allons poursuivre aussi avec le fait que on voit ici un pic de la part de Sean vers le T-Mid. Dazzle sur le green. Très agressif du côté de la team à Swag. On peut voir ici une agression à l'extérieur où ce qu'on peut comprendre, il y a un assaut agressif maintenant en 3v2 pour l'avantage des jaunes. Oui, yellow, jaune,
Dijon.
yellow. Exactly, fromage, yellow, jaune, exactly, everything around yellow, fromage. Bref, à l'huile, nous allons appeler le train l'huile et bravo, ouais, pour les autres, c'est dans la poche!
And Onage is going to pick up that last anti-eco round, but this is where Rise Nation is best. They have the strong buy. The Ace is going to come out with the op to be able to try to shut this down, but look out for Onage. Whitmer and Brax with the double op setup. This could wreak havoc across the map, and Rise needs to be careful if they want to escape with the victory here.
I actually haven't seen a successful double op T setup on train yet. PL1, do you have any words on how this is playing out?
Eh bien, les terroristes viennent d'avoir le premier pick. C'est un défaut de setup D7T. Je veux dire, on a un hop qui est là. Les terroristes ont 2 hops. C'est quand même très... c'est rare qu'on voit ça. On a toujours comment la ronde va se développer, là, mais maintenant, c'est les terroristes sont... Oh! And there we get another pick. 5 contre 3. Oh! Didn't get killed. Pretty hard.
You're doing great.
You're doing
Très
fine.
très difficile de parler en français lorsqu'on joue en anglais. So, c'est un 1v3. On a VSA qui est contre les 3 terroristes. On a 2 orbs d'un side et un UMP de l'autre. Il marche à Ivy. Il attend la smoke. Il va où le dernier bomb train. Le vieux bomb train, actually. VSA va probablement sauvegarder son gun, son arme, dans le spawn des CT, des contre-terroristes.
Okay, so it does look like VSA is going to be able to hold on to his rifle here. For everybody listening, I think most people, the only English they know that are viewers right now is omelette du fromage. So
Dexter's Laboratory.
so what is fromage?
Yes.
Fromage.
Cheese omelet, right?
Fromage
Oh.
is cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what? I mean, you were saying what was ladder again?
Oh, it's l'échelle.
L'échelle.
Yeah.
Or ladder. I'm
We-
learning.
Yeah.
Learning.
So ladder
We're
is l'échelle.
adapting. We're evolving as
Brown
casters.
is le corridor brun.
Corridor brun.
Corridor brun.
But, I mean, right now, Onage is in complete control of this game. They do still have that double op setup that has never worked once in this tournament, except that last round.
Yeah. Right. First time for everything.
Yeah,
Like
and
for
I
double
mean,
casting.
what isn't the first time for everything is Rise Nation doing something on eco rounds. Moose is going to be able to get a kill, get out safe, and again, Rise is turning this around in their favor. Back into a 4-on-3, they've recovered a weapon, and it's an op. They take one of the double op setups away. They didn't quite see bomb, and Caboose and Mitch are going to be working back together to try to meet up with Sean. Looks like it's actually the other way around, but Rise Nation has completely forfeited this inner bomb site for right now. But with Whitmer all the way back at team middle, it looks like Onage is kind of confused on what they want to do here.
They are. So Vez, do you have any description of how this could play out?
Of course, I got one. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I hang the sharpest tool in the shed.
He's cutting. He's cut. The producer has ended it. The French have been cut from the cast. So we
As
are.
has Caboose in this round. But Rise Nation is on the quick flank with Jonji here. He does hear Sean running down to the side. They know they're there. Moose, however, is pushed super far back into the back lanes. Ace has spotted him, but Jonji again on the flank might be able to take down Sean. Whitmer is aware, sees him there. Jonji with some quick ladder play. Unfortunately, Sean's going to take him down, pick up the double in the round, and Onage is going to escape with what became an extremely close eco.
Right. So 5 rounds for Onage on their T side. 5 is all you need to ask for T Train. We saw Rise be able to take the map off of Onage just prior to this in Nuke, and Onage already on a pace to make quick effort out of this one. Finally, Rise with a response double op of their own, not double op to Onage's side this time, which they found success in doing. So they're back down to something a little bit more classic. As Ace as well as Moose are wielding these. Brax setting up for some smokes, actually a boost up over top to see if they can see anything on the back red train of the yard. Instead, it's just 4 defenders on A with a single solo man being VSA on B. I've criticized many times how many players have been holding inner yard with a little bit of utility. If you got one guy there, you've got to have the smoke. You've got to have the Molotov. Otherwise, get to the back of the yard. And I expect this from VSA. As his utility depletes, he'll start to distance himself from these angles.
Yeah, and I mean, VSA has been solid throughout the event at inner, but they're putting a lot of pressure on him holding this with no nades. Luckily, I think it's Ace has rotated over already to help him out with this, but Onage is about to full execute inner, and it's going to be very difficult for them to hold this off. Moose is going to have to come in big, but picking up that flashbang right in the teeth, it comes down to VSA. VSA picks up the first, the second, almost the third, injuring Sean, but Jonji again on this quick flank. And Brax with an incredible shot, Moose trying to move across. Now down to a 1v2, left to Sean.
It's possible. Spots one, but Jonji takes both. Last man needed. Round goes the way finally for Rise Nation as this round concludes. I don't think we have a producer, but as long as your guys' mic is on, we appreciate you guys coming. That was actually one of the most entertaining things we've had on Stream 1. So, any last words before we bid you adieu? I think, is your mic on? You got to hit the...
He cut it.
It's cut completely. It's, yeah, if you hit that button right there on the bottom.
That's for your
Yeah,
mic.
I know. Take this and then hit the button again when you're ready. And then
No. Wait till he puts it on.
We're just saying bye.
So, but I mean, Rise Nation, they are going to get this early boost. They do have a fake Ivy aggro going on, but Onage is content going quick towards Ivy, baited the shot out. Whitmer actually gets the shot down onto Ace. Moose is returning the favor across the map, but Dazzle's going to have to come up big here. He's going to get taken out by Caboose, and the outside bomb site is open with only one person left. Caboose and Mitch cleaning house, and it's going to leave Moose after the first CT round 1 for Rise Nation, left alone with an op, and he desperately needs to save this. He's going to be working up. Going to be working up Old Bomb. Does hear the shot go off. Trying to save this desperately. Might actually go for the ninja here, but Caboose is ready. Looks like he's going to fall back. He does hear Caboose chasing him. However, I think he's going to get the better of Caboose here, unless Caboose looks like he just completely left off the gas there, and Moose should be able to save this on the back bomb site. However, someone lurking very close inside CT spawn, trying to discover where he went. But Moose, so smart, came back out to the outside bomb site where he couldn't die from the bomb. After all the T's left, he's going to be able to carry all this utility, the pistol, and most importantly, this op into the 8th round of the game.
I appreciate you carrying the cast for a while there, MC. I was trying to get the microphone switched back over to both, well, either PL1 or Vez, so that we could give a proper goodbye to these guys. Instead, we just
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Oui. So did you learn anything? Fromage means cheese. I know that now.
Yes. And Lachelle is ladder.
Ha-ha. Knowledge is power. And right now, Rise Nation are going to need to know a little bit extra to be able to get the power necessary because they're outgunned. They've got the op. They've got AM4, but it's going to come up to those players, both Ace and Moose. Arguably the best players on the team to be able to do this, to get these shots, to give the openers up. They're popping off shots through. There's a little bit of chip damage, a little bit of hello right there. And it was only 2 damage nonetheless. Only one man, VSA on the B site. He's back behind the gray train right now. And he's got a possibility of a quick rotate up the ladder. It's going to be problematic. That molly misses the mark. That was intended to land on the front end or the back end of the gray train and burn him out of that position exactly. So it is not there. So there might be quite a little bit of a surprise right now as Onage work their way instead back towards A. It looks like Dazzle gets Caboose, and maybe Onage are a little bit of a problem now. A little bit of confusion, even for us, but I think as well as for Onage. Mitch is able to return 1 frag against Dazzle, and the bomb is fumbled. Moose takes the kill. He's gotten 2 at the bottom end of the ladder. They've got the bomb as well, but this Molotov is going to push them both right next to each other, shoulder to shoulder, but that might be all they need. A 4-on-2, make it a 4-on-1, only Mitch, and that's it. Rise Nation do find the power.
And again, they make it work somehow. I mean, Rise Nation, I'm not sure if they're better with rifles or pistols at this point because they convert both those rounds so frequently that it kind of gets blended together.
All right, here we go. Rise Nation trying to ride this wave of temporary success and make it something a little bit more permanent. Fast play for Onage. Uh-oh. Moose is in a real awkward spot. Usually if you're going to go upper box holes with an op, you're going to up on the back side of it so you can find some room to breathe. Brax takes the next one as well. Rise Nation have just tossed this round to the wayside. They've lost another one as well, being Dazzle. It's only up to Ace and VSA, and they're on the back end of the site. Pushing up across the oil tanker train is VSA, and yeah, too many eyes watching. Brax will finish that one off, and Ace isn't even able to save. Double op success for Onage yet again.
Yeah, and I mean, that had to have been some sort of miscommunication. It looked like Moose was going to hold the lower ramp with the op, but once he saw those smokes come out, must have thought it was a full execute and went to go flank them quick ladder. Great play call from the Onage side to catch him off guard because they really haven't done much of that so far this game, and it was the perfect time, completely resetting Rise Nation. Brax is going to open up this round with somebody quick towards the ladder. Moose again gets a kill, but this double op setup for Onage is posted all over the map. And there's 2 CTs out here with Dazzle needing to sneak around this smoke in the sandwich area. But Caboose beheading him is going to take over this round, and it looks like Onage once again in the driver's seat of this match.
8 rounds on your T-side train is lights out. Rise Nation are in for a world of hurt. Honestly, this makes me feel like I had the call wrong that train was Rise Nation's map pick. The way this is playing out, this looks like Onage have this one owned.
No, Rise Nation picked Nuke because they started on the T side.
Ah, okay. So this is starting to make a little bit more sense. Onage's train side is immense.
Yeah,
it's only going to get worse.
This is the same thing we saw with Rise versus Complexity. Their CT side is the side that they struggle with. It isn't that, like, their T side is what's strong. Once they're together, they can hit these inner executes. But right now, speaking of not hitting shots, these guys are connecting on everything. They're shutting down this push outside. Ace flinging all over the place, and they do see where Mitch is. Moose is going to pick up a 3K on the round, backed up by Ace, and they're immediately going to shut down the advance from Onage on that quick outside attempt.
I feel so empty here without our cooler.
Yeah.
I didn't drink this much water. Is my water over there on your side? Nope, I found it. We're good. We're prepared. So Rise Nation get around, they desperately need it. Honestly, they need to win out from here because 7 to 8 is still problems because it's putting too much pressure on your pistol round. If Onage end up with a pistol on what is the CT side and they get that momentum that early on their half, it's just going to be a quick closeout. Really, it's just tap in, they're done. So single op for Rise Nation, double op for Onage, which I said I hadn't seen it find success yet. They have shown multiple times so far that they are the team that's capable of doing so. Both, of course, Whitmer and Brax finding success here. Now, Ace is going to have a little bit of a challenge. He doesn't even know if there's somebody on the right side of this. He gave attention over to the right side of the servers. Maybe not quite confident. That flashbang, I think, might be a second breath because I think Ace, if he got flat-out peeked there, I don't know if he would have been able to win that. The smoke comes in and it disengages those players from one another, and we've got a minute left to go in the round. But the positioning from Onage leads me to believe that it could be an A-hit, or they're either leaving the number 7 player being Caboose out at Ivy to keep the players honest on that A site rotate.
Yeah, and I mean, I think what Caboose is going to do here is as they're getting ready to execute, he's going to throw this lurk smoke out Ivy, effectively cutting off back lanes, and he's going to meet up with his team outside.
All right. Pop flash down into Pop Dog. Sean with comrades in arms at their wayside. John is on bomb train, spotting one, not necessarily needing to peek this, but he takes it efficiently. A 1-for-1 exchange right there as the T's are on site. Dazzle's taking a very point-blank fight against Davey, who is absolutely hurting. 3-on-3 now, double op now looking a little bit unwieldy, but Dazzle jumps up on top of the bomb train. He's got players surrounding him. Sean will be the player to remove him from play. The smoke's out late, but Brax makes sure that smoke is at least useful. They don't have to pay as much attention. The molly comes back, pushes VSA out of his position. He can't quite get to the bomb site immediately, and without an immediate frag right there, he has to give up. A 9th round for Onage.
Yeah, and I mean, this is getting to the point where even with a stellar T side of Rise Nation, it's going to be incredibly difficult for them because if they lose the pistol, it gives them no round for error or no room for error. I mean, they're going to have to fight their way back through this match on one of the harder T sides in the game right now.
I absolutely agree. All right, so with a tough T side for what is going to be Rise Nation, anything on this is more than icing on the cake. They've got cherries on top, and pretty soon they'll have sprinkles for Onage. And what you have are some upgraded pistols and armor. This must be some max loss bonus, and as your CT side, that's not enough to keep the pressure up. Davey sees a shadow, so he knows that Ace has just slowly walked by, gave that information over, and Sean will finish the job with his own P250. Finally, some kills come back across for Rise Nation, but it's minimal. There is a chance for them to be able to pick this round up, but it's VSA with his own 5-7 alone, and he's now been spotted, now just stammering back to the end of the bomb train. And Onage find a 10th. What is the answer that they need right now? Because, oh my goodness, I ask what Rise Nation need to do, and my producer delivers to me an entire cooler full of beer. I was wondering, I was like, man, it seems so lonely here without our cooler, and suddenly we have.
And it has been replaced with a better cooler.
Yes, this cooler is far superior to the last.
But, I mean, right now, Rise is kind of just letting the other team do exactly what they want. This Molly from Caboose actually wasn't missed. It was fake. He threw it on the side there so he could run out upper. And again, Onage is just working together so well. Trading these back and forth, they do open up the B bomb side. However, Davey is going to have to go back and pick up this bomb. So look out for Mitch to make a play here. If he can get all the way back, it's going to make it a nightmare for Rise to retake this. They do have the advantage. They have a Molly, a Flash. No kits on the board, however. And Mitch needs to stay alive here. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do that. But luckily, Dave is coming through halls. However, if he goes down ladder, I believe it's Jonji is ready for him and is going to shut down this play immediately. But Rise Nation might think this is a fake. Because they've been so split up, it's taken so long for Davey to retrieve the bomb and fall back to get in a spot to win this round.
I mean, look at Rise Nation. If you're going to win a 1v3 for Davey, it's how split these defenders are. Davey now coming out of the upper halls. He's been spotted down into the site. Enough space to plant a bomb. 1v3, but he's now already surrounded. Quick movements right now for Rise Nation. Jonji's first up and in. He's kept at bay temporarily. Re-peeks it out as Davey tries to bait him out for the second peek as he says, oh, yeah, I'm just going to fall off this bomb train and look back towards ramp. That does bait out the re-peek, but it doesn't really matter. Rise Nation do find a fourth. But it doesn't even really matter at this point. At least they've secured themselves rifles guaranteed in the second half. And maybe if they get another round, if they end up getting 5, they can get themselves at least 2 rifles.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario. But they need to stay focused. They've been close in these rounds that's almost fallen through. Luckily, Caboose, luckily VSA pushed into upper, wasn't fooled by the Molly, and caught Caboose, or else it could have been a real problem with them losing Caboose without that trade. But again, Onage looks like they're faking the fast outside play, or at least smokes, and Mitch is going to go quick towards ladder here as Onage slows down, but an op is waiting for them in upper halls, and Ace has not missed these shots early in this game, but Caboose almost weary of it. They're waiting to see what happens, potentially for this inner push, or for Sean to lurk out Ivy.
So that position's way better in the back end of the upper box halls rather than right up the ramp with an op. Flash comes in. Brax thinks he's confident enough with that flashbang to be up there and in control. Now Dazzle on the other end of the server spots Sean, who does a double take. Might have not even seen Dazzle right there. Now VSA gets quick 2 and a third. That was impressive. Where was that earlier tonight? Because now it's 5-10 when it far more should be like 10-5 or 11-4 in favor of Rise Nation.
For a typical CT half.
Yeah, for typical. This is most certainly atypical. Did somebody take my beer away from me? I'm going to get another one.
But, I mean, that's Rise, for how that match started, I think they're content with that. They won the last 2 rounds in a row, which is going to help them mentally prepare for this next half. They kind of have the momentum. As long as they pick up this pistol, they can easily run away with this game.
They could. Rise Nation want to prevent this. They've got 4 pieces of armor. VSA is the man with the kit. What a flashbang, though. Double peek coming out of Ivy right now. Sean's able to get one. They get another flash in. They're having a field day out here. The bomb's been dropped as well. They poke out. They finally have lost Sean as well as Mitch, and it's an instant response. Ace takes 2 up close as VSA was giving some more closer support wrapping around this corner. Brax is still here. What a presence for Onage. As soon as they saw the bomb hit the ground, everybody made their way this direction. The round may conclude over here as well. Only Ivy necessary. It's Davey alone against 1v3. Only got Ace, but not to be. Rise Nation, 6 rounds and a very important pistol round, especially for a T side.
Yeah, and I mean, that was such a great setup from Onage. They threw the first pop flash, got the kill, and as they were fighting, turned back around for the second flash to guarantee the other ones. Unfortunately, weren't able to convert, but that was so smart by Rise Nation and Brax at the same time. Brax is there listening for information. Rise Nation fakes the runaway to draw Brax out of the corner, walks back, catches him off guard, and then kills Davey to win the round.
All right. A bit of flirting going on at the ladder. How was it? What was ladder in French?
Lachelle.
Lachelle. That sounds like a pretty name. I'm gonna end up naming my kid Lachelle.
Michelle.
She's like, why is your name Ladder?
Because it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Just kidding. My kids' names are gonna be Corbin and Lilu. popping off. Davies got the first, but bomb's planted. Now it's going to be up to Onage to get back into this site. They force bot into this. And right now, the post plant's looking strong. So Rise Nation got smokes down on the sidewalk, planted the bomb, and we're still able to use that smoke to egress out. They're just picking up players one at a time now, as it's up to Caboose and Brax to try and retake this without a kit. Doing as much damage as they possibly could is basically the realism of this. And Caboose picks up one, unable to convert on the next one, but Brax does swap that out. Now Brax has to reload and reassemble that CZ. And Rise Nation instead will keep an UMP and an AK into the third round of this half, where Onage are going to have virtually vanilla.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a great execute coming out from Rise Nation. They smoked far back, allowing them to get down the ramp and wrap site for free. Davey does pick one off, but he's shortly traded, and that allows Rise complete control of the inner site. They fall back because of the pistols, and now they're going to go quick outside. Moose almost in trouble. Couple nades come in from the other side, but he gets out alive after taking heavy damage. Rise Nation reads it perfectly, sees all the nades, and they're just going to take inner instantly. But watch for Moose. He needs to stay alive here with this AK. But it looks like Onage is going to be pushing through Z, and that's perfect because Ace is racking up the money for that op purchase in the next round.
Yeah, he'll get it no problem. Brax is looking for the blood trail that Moose left. And now he's just going to overshoot this one. He'll pass by Moose and does double take again. He looks at him. Moose is like, I got a cup of coffee ready for you over here if you want it. Rise Nation are climbing their way back. They're going to need a strong T-half, of course. It's a matter of time before Onage find a round of their own, and it's up to Rise Nation to be able to build up enough of a cushion to be able to fall back on. Enough money to be able to buy up full AKs beyond and the op if they can. But at that point, I think Rise Nation would have the lead if they have that much money in tow. I'm assuming maybe 3 or
And watch for
two
this
kills.
collision at end.
Oh, it's a slaughter. Mitch takes 2, Caboose takes 1 as well, but still even trade, 3-3, but they do have to worry about the M4s that are still here. VSA picks that one up against Davey, and it's all 1v1. This is similar to the bloodshed that was on Ivy on the pistol round of this half. Quick play for Rise Nation to get in here, but Onage as well wanted to control the pace of this game. It looks like Brax taking the high road is observing the site. Now that he's eliminated a lot of this, he's likely to believe that he's up in these upper halls. Whether VSA knows it or not, doesn't look like it. He's Little Spoon, but he's gifted a second breath. VSA re-peeks it unnecessarily. He could have made it back down the ramp and just eluded Brax, but he does clutch that round. Rise Nation, they had plenty of money to spend. They kept their MAC-10s, they kept their UMPs.
Yeah, and I mean, that is a great round in terms of Rise Nation. They got a bomb plant, they lost all their bad guns, and they got every single gun down with a potential round victory against Onage. And that's exactly what they wanted. However, this op on the Onage side might catch them off guard. I actually didn't think they'd have enough money for this. But Rise Nation, full bot out. They're going to be able to go into one of their executes. And I think they're plenty content with the score at the moment and how they're going to finish this game.
Quick flash for Rise Nation just as Mitch was getting into the site. Might be another fast play. Sean, what a flick onto Moose. But already he takes 2 as well. He's defending these upper box halls perfectly. They still have to contend with him. They have no safety as Sean finds yet another. Things have absolutely been disassembled. The bomb's been dropped just on the other side of the sidewalk. It's up to Jonji. He does see Mitch, gets the kill, now turning his attention correctly towards Sean. Oh, the timing's awful. And he was peaked at triply so. I think he had high up above him, both upper box hall side as well as towards the CT end of things, also on the next train down range from the bomb train. So there was not really many places that he could have been left. But if he got that player in the upper halls, at least both players remaining would have been to the back of the yard side of things. So there was a chance there. But quick rounds nonetheless. These are playing out at a speedy pace. Is it Onage that's trying to control the pace of this game and continuing that effort that they saw, a quick ramp room?
I really think that just caught them completely off guard that the op was on the board, and Sean capitalized perfectly. He picks up 2 extremely quick kills and even doubles back for a third one. Doesn't even die, keeps the op alive into another round. But here comes Rise Nation again, and Sean again immediately having impact with Mitch supporting perfectly, playing behind the smoke. But here comes Ace, is going to miss his first shot, but Mitch hot on his trails. And Sean, again, he's shutting this down. He's hitting his shots, and this is a very bad situation for Rise Nation. Whitmer is feeling his shots. He's one of those players that he's good, but if he's really, feeling everything. You can see he's almost got 30 kills in this game, completely backpacking this team and picking up these CT rounds almost single-handedly.
Yeah, that's especially the first hit against Rise Nation's economy when he was up in those upper box halls popping off shots. First casualty was against Moose, which is an awesome piece to remove from the playfield of Rise Nation's side. Tech-9's some armor mixed in there as well to try and get Rise Nation a bomb plant as best as they can. Dazzle took about 50 so damage, it seems, from the shots that came his direction. Uh-oh, Caboose might feel like he got that Molotov out, but he didn't. He switched over to his M4 a little bit too early. His life is extinguished. Lining him up now. He is fast. He takes 2. Sean is feeling everything. He's all over the place. He even gets the game sense to spin 180 and also knock down Moose at range with his pistol. Styling on the side of Rise Nation now as Onage find the 14th, and that's what we were alluding to early on in this half. Oh, great. Rise Nation find the pistol round and convert a couple after that, but it's a matter of time before Onage get weapons that those individual players are most comfortable with.
Yeah, and I mean, they're even breaking out this double op setup, which they have 2 extremely capable oppers in Brax and Sean, and especially the form that Sean is showing right now.
So an outer yard smoke is being set up. VSA looks to be at ladder room just by looking at the mini-map right now, and they've also positioned Moose at T-Con. No, he's going to be up in the upper halls. There's no way he's making that route dry outside. So 2 players possibly through the Pop Dog region with smokes coming down into the site. Responsive nades as well from Onage's side. It's going to slow things down. The entire A site turns into a fog. These players finding something. What a shot from Mitch. Transfers vertically and catches Janji. Didn't even look like he had head armor. It just looked like a squishy target. Ace took a shot to the leg right there, it appears, and VSA is the only healthy player left. He is able to defend, knocking out Davey, but not long for this world. Ace LMS.
Just flank him ladder.
What's that?
Whitmer followed him down ladder. I was trying to figure out where he had got shot from. I'm sure VSA was thinking the same thing. And Sean, who was in upper halls, let Davey go down first. VSA turns his attention, and Sean just flanks him down ladder with the op, hits the no-scope / quick-scope, and he's booning through the upper halls now, trying to figure out where Ace is. Ace desperately needs to save this if they want any chance at the next round. Rise Nation, they're worried about the ops. They decided to do a full smoke execute to try to eliminate them, and somehow Mitch just closes his eyes, flicks upwards, and gets this second kill in an incredible round, and it instantly shuts down. And a little bit of shit talk coming out from Whitmer, but he deserves it at this point. He's almost got 30 kills, and Mitch seals the deal on Ace. I think that's a reset for the Rise Nation side. An instant buys coming in.
And for whatever money they lost on players there, that knife is free rifles. So they've got full setup, still the double off, as is tradition for the map of Train. Rise Nation, Ace doesn't have what he most prefers. Instead, it's a weapon he's not as comfortable with. Of course, he would prefer the op. Now he's got a Tech-9. It looks like Onage is just walking all over them. There's no respect strategies. Caboose straight out of Ivy, straight through the smoke, does lose his life. So if you give Rise Nation a little bit of territory to work with, they're going to start to exploit that away from you. Molotov in. Brax stands in it just temporarily, pops off one shot, then a flashbang to cover his own retreat, making sure that it is so secure.
Oh, no.
Is there a flank working? I see on the mini-map.
Somehow Davey got past VSA.
Wow. Yeah, I saw him in the upper halls right there. Shoots him in the back. VSA, unbeknownst to him. And it might be an additional player back there. The number 6 player being Mitch is in, he's secured the bomb, it looks like. And it doesn't even really matter that they have bomb secure because Moose is last man up. 1v4 to a 1v3. That was a really quick shot against Whitmer. He pokes out. A bit too wide. Brax is more than ready for him. 16-8.
Yeah, and I mean, we thought that Rise might have a T-side answer for that, and Sean's op comes out, completely decimates the enemy team, and you can still hear him yelling and getting excited, walking away from his desk right now, and they did what needed to be done. They picked up the second map. They're again forcing it to a third map, and it's Inferno, a map that both these teams have looked strong on in the past in this tournament.
I think that was just a complete dismantling of Rise Nation. So this was that was a fun match to watch from one way or the other. I think it was Sean that was just lighting off. And you're right, those ops. It really first peaked when he was up in the upper box halls and he was defending on the CT side. He poked into the box halls, knocked out Moose, and then was able to split his attention, re-peek it back down to the lower side of the ramp, pick up a kill there, and pick up another one after that as well. Not typical for that. I mean, the op in the upper halls, you get one. You fall out and you go to a more passive spot. You take the advantage you just earned. Instead, he just kept the gas pedal on until there was nothing left.
Even at that point, he had amassed 20 kills in almost a quiet way. Like, I didn't even notice he had that many kills, but he was everywhere on the other side. He was getting kills like ladder, inner, wherever they needed him to get kills on T side. He carried that into CT, and he carried his team to that victory to push it to the third map.
So we go to 3, and he said it was going to be Inferno. So we've got a little bit of a break to go, and stick around, I'd say, ladies and gents, because this one is still inconclusive. It could go either direction. You guys are watching the Nerd Street Summer Championships. We'll be right back.
Matcherino gives you the power to directly support your favorite tournaments and gaming scenes. Head over to this tournament's Matcherino page, sign in with your Twitch account, and if there's a coupon code, donate $1 for free by entering it. To help the prize pool grow even more, you can add a personal donation that will go directly to the players. You can also check out the rewards. If you see something you like, you can buy it and support the event. Rewards can be purchased through PayPal or with points that you accumulate by watching the stream. Best of all, contributions edge closer to the stretch goals, providing extra content for fans if the goal is reached. Esports communities are growing with your help. Get more of what you like by supporting now.
Soylent Drink is a complete meal in a bottle. It provides 20% of your daily nutrition at the twist of a cap. For under $3, each bottle of Soylent is an affordable meal with a delicious, subtle taste engineered to please. Available at Soylent.com and Amazon.com.
Global Offensive Unit, listen up. We are Code Red. This is not a drill, so pack your lunches, tie your shoelaces, because recess is over. Your objective, get in, get out, survive. Any questions, monkeys?
Yeah. We just want to register for the CSGO tournament.
Oh, that's next door?
Register your team at worldgaming.com/CSGO.
Good game.
Welcome back to Fragadelphia 11. I am joined now by Evan Emode from the team of Ronan, and he's going to be helping us out with the play-by-play. And I believe the owner of Jarvis, is that correct?
How's it going? Oh, cupcaking it? All right, cheers.
So we're actually going to be jumping straight into the third map between Ownage and Rise Nation.
How's it going, man? I did not. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to be going into Rise versus Ownage, map 3.
Correct.
Very important map here. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at Rise here on this just because they're the team. They had a really good premier season. Second really good premier season. And honestly, I'm going to take them for the favorites on this one.
Yeah, I mean, every single time I've picked against Ownage, though, it's come back to haunt me. And I'm going to have to go with my friends.
Did you go for BMC over Ownage in the last one?
I think so. I think I made that bet, but I don't quite remember correctly.
All right,
so.
yeah. Oh, and here we go on the knife round. Oh, ultimately destroyed here is, looks like Rise Nation hopefully will be taking CT unless they have some plans for terrorist side.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to stay.
Yeah, they're going to stay. Okay, good. I mean, Davey says give us tea.
So, but I mean, them starting on the T side isn't necessarily bad. If they start CT and they get run down early, they might lose their confidence. Yeah. Whereas on T side, they can run around and be puggy. What they're good at, succeed on that, and put Rise on the back burner immediately out of the gates.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, going up to like a 10-5 half here, and then going on to CT side, definitely would be in Onage's favor if they could have a really nice T side. But going into the pistol round here, we're going to have a 3-man B push as we're going to see Ownage pick mid, and VSA is going to be actually picking up Caboose here. Very easy kill for him. He's going to fall back to the arch side. Now just playing the passive, spotting it, trying to get some info for his team. He already knows that there were 3 people out mid, so that's pretty good info as Rise will also keep 3 people towards B here. So we're just going to be waiting out as we're going to see the bomb working up middle. That looks like they're going to be going for pick B with Whitmer. He's not really finding anything.
But at the same time, he may not be finding anything. They're pushing them back, and it looks like they're going to go back around to Banana with this lurk through holes. And Sean is going to lead the charge into B here. Instead of a dink coming out, all he has to do is hit that one bullet, and they have the site for free. Unfortunately, Ace is going to be dinked, and Jonji might have dropped there. They could hear him. And on the other side of the map, the lurk is taken down. Jonji fighting away, does get the shot onto him. And Rise Nation again is going to pick up another knife. Just the pistol round.
That was just a very clean round. I mean, 5 guys up, 2 guys untouched with armor. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to get 2 Colts up on this round, too. Let's take a look at that. Moose. Oh, he went for an ump. I think he's saving for an op. I think that might be it. But we will see how that changes going into this round. Only 1 Colt up. That's actually really surprising as we're going to see Ownage do an armor buy going into alt here. Coming up the alt middle. They only have 3 flashes on themselves. No smokes. So I'm looking at maybe a Halls explode here. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like here. Without smokes. We're going to see Brax.
Moose is ready for this.
Oh, yeah, Moose is posted. Oh, he gets popped. And the entry comes in from Davey. Davey gets 2 free sight for them. Looks like we're going to have Rise rotating over now. Nothing really in their favor to look at for any pickup, rotate kills. We're seeing a really good post plant from Ownage. Dazzle now in middle. Looking for anybody he can just to pick up 1 kill, try and get it into even a 3v4. Sean taking out Jonji. I mean, looks like a save's going to be coming in at this point. Oof. And there goes down the Colt.
Yeah, and every advantage they might have had by winning that pistol, getting the rounds going, completely negated. And it looks like Ownage is going to continue the momentum from the train match and just roll over Rise Nation. That pop flash coming out was beautiful.
Yeah, that was
Moose
great.
Was in the perfect position, just full-whited from the chimney flash. And because of that, gets taken down instantly. Davey with a nice double. And they just open the site because of the B-heavy setup to play against the anti-eco.
Yeah, I was really surprised at that B-heavy setup. Generally, you know, you run a default on the second round, try and get a try and get it, 3-2 standard setup. But I guess they just felt like a B rush was imminent. That ended up costing them here, as now we're going to see full guns coming out of Onage, Umps, AKs, Colts, and an armor buy coming out as Sean picks up Janji, and they're going to be taking the banana here. Sandbags, Molly, entrance Molly. They're going to have full control of banana at the end, by the end of this. But we also have a B stack coming in from Rise Nation. So if they do commit, it's going to be a little scary, Matt.
Yeah, and the smoke does come out. They've used all their mollies on this site. I think they're executing here more to see if there's a reaction than anything.
And now we have one guy over towards A as they drift back to A. That smoke coming in middle. Moose is going to be able to pick up Davey as the two guys coming in now, taking lane. Sean, and I'm not sure who's carrying the bomb. Brax is with him. And unfortunately, that's another round going. The bomb plant's going to be going down here at A. Rise is now set back, playing Moto and Arch's side. It's going to be a hard retake.
Caboose is hiding in this smoke, completely surrounded by Rise Nation players.
And there he goes.
But Brax is going to pick up the slack here. Moose trying to work away with the Deagle.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, not this time. And Rise Nation is struggling to find their way back into this round with an early save coming out potentially from Dazzle. But Brax is going to get taken down. VSA is going to be rewarded with an M4 for his troubles. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick it up. Taken down. And Dazzle, just trying to drop weapons here, is going to be falling back and saving 2-1 for Onage.
I mean, at this point, that was the armor buy. Now we're going to see the full eco come out from them. I'm gonna assume they're gonna do a stack here somewhere because that's all they really have, right? I mean, full USPs, one ump, maybe send the ump to B, everybody else stack A. Try and get a couple kills here. We'll see what they decide on doing going into this fourth round. A young Brax.
A much older, weathered Brax.
That is true. That is true. Young compared to me. Young compared to me.
So, but I do like the stack coming in from Rise Nation.
And they do end up going.
They did the exact same thing, similarly the last round, but I think they might have made noise or done something to cue Onage off, because Onage just tucked tail and ran, which, again, it feels like they got the same feeling on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it might be just throwing the smoke to try and get even the CTs to over-rotate on an eco, just looking for those kills. But they're actually going to be committing, sending a scout in right now, as Caboose is going to get dinked, going to get taken down by Ace. Down to a 4v5 here, as we're going to see Onage falling back to the A bomb side. Only one person on the A bomb side, and that's Dazzle, going to be getting taken down by Mitch. A little assisted by Davey there, or David, as he's playing with right now. And we're going to see the rotates coming in from Library, as the bomb is going to go down. And we might actually see Janji go down here to David. Exactly. Picking up 2. Ace is finally going to be able to trade that out. And he's just going to look for a little more exits going into the end of this round. That's all he can really do. This round's...
But Onage needs to be extremely careful here because they are so hurt. And I really feel like Ace is going to go late to try to get damage down so that they either stay around the bomb or die to the bomb damage.
Exactly. You can already see some of the Onage guys, they're taking off. They're in T-spawn. They're leaving one guy with bomb at this point. They don't want to lose these guns. One guy's heading up to Banana. Personally, I wouldn't do that just with the money count right now, but good overall round going 3-1 in the favor of Onage, and we're going to see the first buy round coming out of Rise, so
yeah,
see what they end up going
typically
with.
this is where they start to take over games. I said something similar in the last match, and they just kept completely getting blown out of rounds. But hopefully they went outside, they were able to talk things over, figure out what went wrong, and mentally reset to be able to come into this match with their heads on right and ready to take this map back.
Well, as we're going to see the banana control coming in, we're actually going to have Onage force the banana control. Janji dropping that smoke, which actually gives them a little bit more time. The pop is going to come in, but nobody played off of that. And we're going to see what actually happens going with this banana control. They're probably just trying to make presence here. Get the counter terrorists a little bit more scared than they usually are, get them to fall back. And here it is. The counter terrorists are going to be falling back as Caboose is now looking for the frags. And that's a B bomb site open. Smoking CT into the B bomb site. Free plant. 5v3. Good luck to Rise on the retake.
Yeah, and I mean, Onage just playing that perfectly together. They were heavy towards Banana. They know Rise Nation takes Banana control. I had just talked to Sean a little bit between the matches, and they were ready for the pop flash from Janji. They know how aggressive that Rise plays this. They definitely talked about it between the break, and that was an example of just a great flash going off, them getting both the kills and knowing they had free sight.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, once you get those 2 kills, Banana, if you don't rush in, I mean, you're giving the counter-terrorists a chance to come back into the round. So they did a really good job taking advantage of those 2 kills and taking over the B-bomb site. As we're going to see Caboose pick up Dazzle trying to save. Moose taking down Davey. VSA taking down Caboose. They might actually get away with 1 gun here as Whitmer's going to take down VSA. Moose now saving in apartments. He's going to get away with it. And a young, focused Whitmer.
Extremely focused.
Extremely focused. Smiling. He's happy. He's feeling it. Look at him. What a beaut.
Yeah, and I mean, what's not to be happy about? So far, they're taking Rise Nation on this 3rd map.
Yeah, exactly. And we're actually going to see 3 armors come out. A couple guys had a little bit extra money. VSA and Dazzle being able to 5-7 armor. Very dangerous in this situation as we're going to see Onage come back to this B-bomb site, put that pressure on it again. We're actually going to see Davey fly in, get the entry on Janji. Clearing out the rest of the site now, not noticing any terrorists, calling the rest of his team in. We're going to see the bomb go down here as we are going to have 2 CTs push middle. Brax now fighting with them. Going to be able to get 1. Is going to be able to get the 2nd. No, he's falling back. He's not even going to fight with it. Dropping his gun and everything.
Trying to.
Yeah, trying to get rid of that gun. But luckily, Mitch is there to back him up. Picks up the kill on VSA. Now they're going to be retaking mid as Ace looks down ult for the flank. But we are actually going to have Brax aware and watching it. Gets the easy kill. And we are down to a 1-on-4 with Moose once again saving.
Yeah, and I mean, Moose just needs to save this this AK again into the next round. This is the 2nd round in a row he's going to be able to keep this gun. So his money has been building. He hasn't been able or hasn't had to buy this rifle, and he might be able to throw that op over so they can run the double op setup that's been so dangerous with Janji and Ace, or Moose and Ace, or Dazzle and Ace. It really depends on the map, spawns, things like that, but this is one of the teams that can run a double op setup almost anywhere.
No, for sure. Looking at Rise, even coming online, we have a pause coming in right now. I'm not sure if it's actually a tech or a tactical. But yeah, the way Rise was playing this Premier season, they came out with a swing. Even last season, they came out swinging. They had a great season last season. They had a great season this season. They're just a great team that wants to win. They're willing to grind. They're willing to work hard. And look where they are right now. They're doing really well.
Yeah.
I mean, not so much in this match because it is 5-1, but online, every other league, they're killing it. And hopefully going into this bye round, they're going to kill it as well.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys have played incredible throughout the tournament, but right now they're struggling to find their ground. They're taking this chance. I do love seeing the pause come out this early. Before things get completely out of hand,
yep.
They're able to talk this over and hopefully put together a game plan to get back into this game.
100%. We're going to see the op once again. No double op coming out this time. Just Ace with the op. As we're... Oh, this might actually be the first time we don't see a hard contest as Ace hits a nice shot on Caboose. Oh, that was beautiful. As we are going to see the entry go in the favor of Rise here on the CT side.
Yeah, and this is one of the first rounds that Rise is actually going to be able to play being up numbers.
Exactly. As now they're slowing it down. They're down numbers. They know the ops at B. We're going to have Whitmer, Sean, just holding it for that pick as Brax is now creeping up, looking to get some info. They're going to be boosting Whitmer just to peek over that ledge, see if there's any op that they might be able to catch. As we now have as well, I believe, Mitch lurked out at the end of halls, or is that Davey lurked out? That would be Mitch lurked out at the end of halls. Hopefully they can get somebody to rotate over here, and Mitch would be able to get an easy frag. As we're going to have the counter-terrorist moving back, at least one terrorist moving back towards middle here to put a little bit of pressure. We have 2 of Rise Nation teammates not even watching apartments. They're just playing a heavy lane setup.
Yeah, and they're just hoping for that pop flash out of halls not to come in. Mitch is going to be able to draw their attention, and they're trying to fake this hall spot. With Mitch getting that kill, it would have sold it. However, Moose trades it back instantly, and Rise Nation knows it's on the other side. Ace is going to pick up the first kill in this round, really setting up Rise Nation to win this round. However, 2 people alive, Davey, Brax, completely capable of handling this. But Janji coming in is going to be traded out, and Moose is already behind him, and this round is over. Rise Nation taking the pause, getting it done, and hopefully starting a run.
I'd like to point out there, too, if you actually notice, by the time they actually got to the execute with Mitch being pop-flashed out halls and everything, is that Josh yelling in the background? And well, by the time Mitch actually got popped out, there was only 30 seconds left. So for that fake to actually work, you were committing a lot on Mitch opening up that site. And unfortunately, Moose gets the frag. He's able to say, look, it's not a fake. It's not a commit. They're going to go B. And Rise was just ready, waiting.
Yeah, and they didn't have that CT smoke. Ace gets the first shot off. If Ace is a couple steps behind there, Mitch would have done his job. They get into sight for free, but lucky for them, Ace gets back just in time to win that round.
Exactly.
And again, they're up numbers. If this continues to be a recurring theme, Onage may just shoot themselves in the foot. This is exactly what Rise needs to get back into this game, but they have to commit to it. They have to be able to hit this. And Sean being lurked up this far with an op, if they draw this arch rotate, he's going to be able to even the situation instantly.
And here we go. We're about to have Sean take a shot here, maybe. Here we go. There it is. Perfect kill from Sean coming out. Moose is now going to give away his spot, looking for that trade. So the lane guys probably have a good idea. Yep, Whitmer has a great idea of where he is. Picking up a second kill on Moose. Free sight to Onage as Caboose is going to be taking out VSA. We're going to have the mid rotate in on Janji, but it might be too late for Rise at this point.
Yeah, but they are fighting their way back into this. Onage is going to double up the side. They didn't realize Janji was there. They actually killed the op behind him through the smoke. And Mitch and Janji kind of kissing in the smoke. But Mitch is able to take him down. And Sean's op is picking up where it left off.
Yeah, those
train.
were some really big picks. I mean, I really like what Onage is doing. Just getting that guy to the end of halls, just having him sit there, not even do anything, but just look for anybody that's trying to rotate, anybody that gets caught out. That's exactly what they took advantage of. That CT rotate coming around the arch. They had Whitmer, Sean waiting in the halls for him to come around. Easy pick there. Graveyard gives away his spot, and we're looking at a force buy now. As Caboose is going to be forcing the banana here. Going to be able to get Janji. Going to be able to get Ace as well, and that looks like another free B-bomb site.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And I mean, this pace from Onage at times, it caught BMC off guard. It's catching Rise off guard now as well. Because you're used to playing certain kinds of teams, and that's a very unorthodox play by Caboose that just happens to work. He gets out in front of Janji, completely by him, and catches Rise off guard, gets the double, and gets the win for his team to win this anti-eco round and reset Rise even more from a little bit of a force into this round.
Yeah, Rise was definitely, I mean, forcing up into that round. You could definitely tell, I mean, I think at the end of the day, if they weren't going to get the frags, they were going to go for the save, but just the way Caboose ran into the site and everything, there were too many frags going off too quick for them to even adjust to a save. Everybody was set up across the map on default. You saw Mitch getting picks in alt mid on the guy T-side halls. They were waiting for them to already save by the time they got into the site. And there he is.
Yeah, and I mean, Onage is hitting their stride again. These guys, as the event goes on, they get more and more dangerous. They have more time playing together. They have more time to get used to Davies' unique style of aggressive calling. And so far, Davies' calls have been on point. They've caught them off guard every single time with these quick pushes.
And we're actually going to see them play pretty aggressive mid here as they're going to have Whitmer look for that kill again in middle. They're just having the end of Banana being held by Caboose. Not really much going on from him. He doesn't really want to take the fight. He's not going to force it this round because the pick is being looked at the end of halls here. And we're going to have two of the terrorists. Moose now taking down Mitch, but the traitor is there. Brax is now going to lurk it. Hopefully get smoked off. He's going to have to fall back unless he wants to just hang out until his team tells him to go. And it looks like he's going to hang out as the terrorists fall back. Onage is going to be looking for another middle pick. Rise Nation now set up with a guy under Porch, a guy Arch, as well as a guy Big Pit. The flash coming in. Dazzle playing it off and going to be able to get one. Great trade by Caboose here. VSA picking up another. VSA picking up two. Whitmer and Caboose going down here. As we are now in a 1v4 with Brax, the legend. If anybody's going to do it, Matt, it's going to be Brax.
Yeah, but in a 1v4 in this situation, I mean, Rise has bomb down. It doesn't actually appear that they think he can be here, though. So VSA is there. Brax is going to give up his position, and he's going to be taken down shortly after by Moose.
Yeah, I mean, Moose came in around, flanked him. Brax wasn't even thinking about the lane flank very quickly. He was more worried about the moto, and Moose took advantage of that, picking up the easy frag, bringing Rise Nation closer to that 8-7 scoreline they want.
Yep, and it's a great way to start, but they need to continue to chain these rounds. In the past, so far in this game, they've won one, maybe two, but they just haven't been able to string these rounds together. And Sean's going to be posted. The double op setup doesn't pay out for Janji, and again, they're going to find themselves playing from behind early on in the round, and Moose might just get too aggressive here. He tries to equalize, takes too much pressure on his shoulders, and Onage is going to come straight up lane here. Ace has been spotted, is going to be taken down, leaving VSA alone, but he's not enough, and Dazzle's going to have to save this off if he can, because Onage knows that they won one, they're going to be reset.
Guys.
So, I mean,
oh man,
Onage probably already on the hunt. They have a guy bottom B and already CT spawn. They're going to leave Davey here to deal with the bomb, and they're going to go try to find this op that they know Rise Nation is trying to save.
Yeah, I mean, looking into this round, like you were just saying, they haven't been able to string together more than 2 rounds, and that's really affecting them, especially on a map like Inferno where you need your smokes, you need your mollies, you need to be able to hold down the banana as early as into the round as you can. Even the middle, you need to be able to hold that down as early as you can, and Rise losing these rounds here, not being able to string too many together is really affecting them in the long run here on Inferno. As we're going to have Dazzle now saving as the rest of the terrorists are going to be rolling in. Dazzle now picking up Brax. Might be able to stay alive here in this situation. Oh, and Whitmer. Whitmer has his back, had the kill. Unfortunately, he swung a little bit too hard and flicked a little bit too high and missed that shot. As now we are going to have an 8-3 Onage terrorist side.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what we were talking about before the game went. If they could get a 10-5 going on their terrorist side and then get into CT side, it would be very easy for them to clean up this map. And honestly, it looks like that's what's about to happen is we're going to have Ace pick up Mitch. Once again, Caboose with the trade. Great trades coming out from Caboose. He's right behind his teammate all the time, able to trade as Brax is now going to be going into the arch side, looking for a kill. Here's the spawn guy. Going to be able to take down John G. One more guy B, one more guy A. Just pick your site here at this point, boys.
Yeah, but Moose is in the site trying to anchor, but Sean yet again hitting shots. And I mean, Whitmer's a good player, but when he's in his element like he has been this match and the match before, he can just take it to another level. And his op has been showing up.
Yeah, his op has been great. I mean, even when he plays in Mountain Dew League, he played in Mountain Dew League this past season, few seasons, his op has been one of the top ops in the league. Unfortunately, he's not going to hit the shot there as Dazzle is going to be taking him down. Mollying the pit. Not sure where this terrorist is. We're going to have Brax in the halls. The bomb is planted far side, though. Dazzle just has to check everything. He has no idea where he is. And this is going to be an easy kill for Brax.
Yeah, and I mean, Dazzle in a 1v1 there has the op, so it's super hard to clear angles. And there's so many places that Brax could be. Being in halls just catches him off guard. Dazzle starting to try to figure that out, but Brax doesn't give him the chance and takes him out.
Exactly. And we're going to see an eco coming in. A couple armors, 5-7 armors from the guys who had the money. John G's going to be picking up a Zeus, but overall they're going to be going for a 10-5 half here, it looks like. They're going to allow them to take the half. So we're going to see the mollies coming in. Same banana take that they've been running as Caboose is going to get gooshed, but Whitmer covering him there. Ace taking down Caboose now with the USP. Once again, Whitmer, amazing op shot. Getting the trade. I mean, not much you can do when your op's hitting like that. And Mitch now just working the halls, able to get that kill on Moose. And we're down to a 2-on-4. Davey now. Wow. That was a guy with armor, too, that he just got that kill on.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one of the things that Davey's known for. He's really hard to play against because he pretty much forces you to buy head armor at some points. Because if he sees you not doing it, he will commit to these Mac 10 buys. On Cobble, on other maps, he just runs around, completely decimates teams. And it's just that unique style of play around Davey that just causes so many problems, even when he's not fragging hard.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. You've been seeing it out of Caboose. You've been seeing it out of Davey. Just that whole fast play, get to the end of halls, look for those picks. It's working out really well for Onage. as they are once again going to be going at the hard ult, probably working a guy into the end of halls. Maybe we'll see another halls burst coming out from them, as they have been going mid a lot of these rounds. They haven't been really working halls except for like the 2 guys waiting. They haven't really been sending too many guys out of halls. So hopefully here, and that's exactly what it looks like. We're going to have Caboose going to the end of halls with that Mac 10. Pop Flash coming over. Caboose taking out the lane. Moving into site, looking for those kills. Going to be able to pick up VSA. Moose taking down Mitch, as the site is now going to be open. Oh, Moose runs out of ammo, and the 180 from Caboose ends the round. Dazzle now in the end of halls. Going to be able to pick up Sean. Going to be able to pick up Brax, and we're down to a 3-on-2 here. This is a winnable round. Dazzle picking up another one.
Yeah, and I mean, this is huge individual effort from Dazzle
Yeah.
to bring that round back. As the Arch player, instead of rotating around to Moto, he pretty much just chased through the smokes into Boiler. It happened to pay off for him, and because of that, Rise Nation adds another much-needed round to their CT side of this map.
Just grind it out, boys. Get to 5 and start that new half. As we're gonna see a low buy coming in from VSA. He's gonna opt for the ump. Make sure he has nades here. As we're going to see the heavy banana take, not really much going on except for that molly. Whitmer's just going to be scoping it out, making sure nobody's playing aggressive. We're going to see Onage actually slow it down this round.
Yep.
A very slow play coming in from them. Another heavy mid presence coming out from Rise Nation here. They're going to be looking to hold that mid down rather than give it up and let the terrorists work around in the brackets columns.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like Own is just starting to go into lineup smokes and alt mid. It might end up being a wrap here, but we'll have to wait and see how they play this. Right now, Rise Nation is actually putting some pressure on mid, but Brax lining up a pop flash for lane leads me to believe that it's about to be a wrap on the A side.
I'm not actually sure what he's doing with that flashbang. Maybe he's just faking the sound, getting them
pop.
to turn away. Yeah, there it is. And the flash is going to come out mid. Caboose is going to be able to get up those arches, but Dazzle spamming him through the smoke. As we're going to have VSA looking for that second frag. No, he's going to fall back. Good choice there from VSA, not committing to that fight. Looking to get out of there. Big nade coming in from Dazzle as well. These last 2 rounds of Dazzles have been amazing.
He's inflicting massive amounts of damage, but they need to be careful here. Sean is posted on pit, and they've got Mitch boosted up. He's going to be able to make up a lot of ground across these railings, and they may not even think that he can be up here. So he might end up catching one of these players off guard, which could lead to opening up this site entirely.
And this pop flash might be actually huge. He's not going to get any frags off of that, but Mitch is still hanging out there. Finally, Dazzle's going to pick him up. Davies also going to get taken down, and we have a 10-5 half.
Yeah, and I mean, that could have been much, much worse for Rise Nation. And again, their T sides are normally where they shine. They're able to work together. That teammate comes in. And, I mean, I'm interested to see, does Ownage run away with this match?
I want to say they will. I mean, the thing about the pistol rounds, I'm going to favor the pistol rounds in terms of terrorists on this map, just because it's a lot more close quarters. Glocks are a lot heavier. You take up that banana, right? It's really hard to retake B with on the pistol round. But if Ownage picks up this pistol round on CT, I could definitely see them running away with this. We're going to see, there it is, that pre-nade coming in, as we're going to have the B-bomb site cleared for the taking. One more person left. Davey defending it, not being able to get enough frags, as we're down to a 3-on-2 in favor of Rise Nation. Ownage looking for that retake. Doesn't look like too much is going to happen. Brax is forcing the issue. Going to get one. Caboose now in the site, holding down that banana.
Man,
that smoke from Brax is huge. Huge smoke from Brax. And we might actually see the tides turn in the favor of Ownage here. And they're both going to be coming in. Yep.
The young gun of Caboose.
2 great kills from him. But honestly, that smoke from Brax, that was a big.
I mean, Davey ends up dying there in CT. He gets 1 or 2, I believe, before he went down. But he bought that smoke and the kit early round. Luckily, Rise don't run close enough to it to pick it up. Brax gets it, smokes off banana, and they have a chance to win that round where Rise would most likely easily pick up that with someone trying to defuse.
Exactly, and we're going to see an armor buy coming in from Rise. As they're going to do actually a Superman buy with 2 AKs. They got a tech. VSA has a Glock, no armor. And Ace is running a Deeg with a flashbang. So they're just going to be looking for picks here, taking it slow, see if they can find any of the Ownage guys thinking that, you know, they might have pistols over AKs. And those AKs are just going to take full advantage of that right now at this moment. As we're once again going to see Moose working to the end of halls. Brax is actually watching that, looking for Moose. at this moment. And on the other side, we're going to have Davey jiggling the middle. Going to be able to spot them. Flashes off mid, kind of holds it back. They already have a guy up brackets. I don't know if Davey saw that, though, so this might get a little bit scary as Dazzle is going to get the entry up brackets on Caboose. The lane hit is going down. Brax is hiding Graveyard. Let's see if Brax is going to be able to get one. He's going to get, oh, with the dink. As Davey's now moving into sight to back up his team. Brax is throwing his USP like he was playing Kenny S. And now it looks like a B fallback, and falling back, Dazzle is going to get picked.
Yeah, and I mean,
This is
Sean
where the
just
issue
got the
arises.
early information there, peeking down Banana, and he knows that they're coming in. His teammates are already in CT on this quick rotate because he had been peeking down Banana. John G does pick Sean up, but Braxton Company are shutting down Rise Nation, and it's going to leave John G up into another 1v3.
With the Tech 9, though, so you never know at this point as, oh, unfortunately, Brax is going to know, and Brax is going to take him down.
Yeah, and he picks up a big 4K in that round.
Yeah, that was a big round from Brax. I really like that Graveyard play, picking up the Graveyard guy and then picking up the Halls guy from Graveyard and then going ahead and picking up the lane guy as he's falling back. Really evened out the odds there. Big round from Brax, and we're going to have an eco, full eco coming out from Rise Nation. And it looks like they might be going for a Halls burst. Ooh, Brax looking for a couple kills, as well as Caboose. Gonna get 2, gonna get 4? No, he's only gonna get 3 there, as Davey's gonna finish up the last 2, making it a 3K for Caboose and a 2K for Davey.
And most importantly, Davey is able to switch that ump out for the M4.
Exactly. Brax's M4 didn't get lost in that fight. He was able to pick it up. Money doesn't get lost. Davey's got plenty of money. He picks up a Colt of his own. Let's move into the first real gun round of this Rise's terrorist half.
But, I mean, no op on Ace. Look for Sean to get aggressive in the early rounds here.
Really just seeing a passive default, trying to find out if they're aggroing B. We know. Well, now we're going to see the boost coming in from Sean at the end of B. If Ace does look to go up Banana, he might actually lose this fight, as John G is now scoping middle. We have Brax playing the tight lane side, as Caboose is going to make that jump, get a great kill onto Dazzle. As we're going to see John G get traded out by Caboose again. A great 2K from Caboose. On top of that, porch, balcony, and then dropping down lane and picking up the middle. We're down to a 3-on-5. It's going to be very hard for Rise to bring it back in this situation here. We still have full nades coming on. Brax, who's got the smoke, he's going to smoke out middle. He's going to be able to pick up 1. Going to be getting traded out by Moose, and now it's down to a 2-on-3. This might be favoring the side of Rise here, as Davey's going to be picking up 1 onto Ace, falling into the Molotov, does a little bit of damage to him. Moose knows where he is, picks up the kill because of that. And we're going to see the double flank coming in from middle. Moose is worried right now about the jungle, and he's not watching his lane. And those lane guys are just creeping on up behind him. Moose might actually turn around, but it's too late. Mitch is already up lane, already shooting him in the back. 14-5.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration from Rise Nation. I just saw, I mean, that look says it all right now. I think they're a little lost. They're not sure where to go from here. I'd like to see them use another timeout like they did the first half, but I think at this point it's just too little too late. They're mentally out of it. They need one of those big rounds that we've seen from them to get back into this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, on this round, seeing a full good Tech 9 round. Unfortunately, though, I mean, Davey's going to call that. We're going to have Caboose fighting, getting 1, getting 2, does a lot of damage. Brax taking down another one. And this is just a mop-up right here. This is another clean round. I mean, they lost 1 person, but at the end of the day, it's 15-5. You hit match point. I mean, would you really even complain about losing 1 guy on that round?
No.
No, right? I mean, look at their money. Their money's great.
Yeah, and if Onage now has 10 match points to play with. Like,
10
we've
match
seen
points.
chokes before, but I would be stunned if they end up giving that many away, especially with the way that Rise Nation's playing right now. They've been demoralized. I mean, if they're going to mount this comeback, they need another play from John G like they've had in the past.
And that was a great flash coming down. Caboose is going to get the entry, and Sean waiting for that trade from Ace, going to be able to pick it up. Great round, and now we're down to a 3-on-5 on match point, Matt.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, If you were Rise, what are you saying? What are you trying to do in this 3-on-5?
I mean, you have to go for an early pick immediately. They need to push back B right now, or at least try to get some coverage of it. But Caboose has already pushed all the way through middle, and Onage is feeling it right now. They know it's over, and Caboose, you can't stop him when he's feeling it like this. And it's over. I mean, Caboose, big match to end it there. 24-16 from the young player himself. Super talented.
Yeah.
When he's feeling it, he's incredibly hard to shut down. And he was going for broke there. If he misses the shot and dies, it's really no big deal. It's still a 1-on-5. Onage moves through to the grand finals, I believe.
Grand finals, exactly. I mean, yeah, we honestly watched them from the start here. They started looking a little bit shaky, but as the tournament's been going on, they've been just improving. There's a lot of talent on this team, and at the end of the day, when all this talent comes to play, they're forced to be reckoned with, honestly.
Yeah. And I mean, the man himself right now, we'll give. Do we have another mic?
Do we have another mic around here?
Yes, we do.
So, but Davey, I just want to talk about.
Sorry, just tell me real quick.
Huh?
What's your name? Sorry, who?
Matt.
Oh, Matt. Okay.
Yep.
Hello, Matt. Hi, nice to meet
I just want to point out, like, your calls have been unorthodox at times, but every single time you call one of these super fast plays, like when Caboose ran up Banana by himself, it's worked out for you guys.
Listen, man. When you got a guy like Caboose, you got to let him go. That guy is the best player I've ever played with.
Wow.
Besides E-Mode.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I never really played with you.
Yeah, we never played together, but,
but it's all right.
Thank you.
So, but I mean, throughout this tournament, you guys have been clicking, and as it goes on more and more and more, are you getting more comfortable with each other? Because to me, watching it, it looks like you're firing on all cylinders when you need to be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were pretty comfortable from the beginning. You know, we're all pretty comfortable people. Like, just like
I got
really
a question.
comfortable.
With the end of halls, you guys literally forced somebody to the end of halls every round and just sat them there.
Yeah.
Like, was that you just like, yo, go sit there?
That was just because when we watched them play Inferno earlier, and like they always had like that guy like close lane. So
Okay.
like the pit guy never had any support.
Yeah, I was
So
noticing
it was just
that.
like super easy. Like it was just get a guy close halls and you like win the game.
With the pop flash
Yeah,
out, that was
yeah,
a huge eco
yeah.
round that you guys had. Yeah, no, I was noticing that, especially with
There's
the
a
banana.
drone that's attacking me right now.
Yes.
And I mean, you had Caboose forcing Banana. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Was that just like Caboose, get in there, get your frags, do what you got to do?
We just like when you got guys like Caboose,
Yeah.
you got guys like who I'm playing with, bro. You got to let them off the leash. They're
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, fair enough. Let them do
I don't
their
got to
thing.
do anything.
Yeah.
I just have to be there.
And throw the flash for
I just
them,
gotta
right?
throw the flashes, bro. That's
yeah.
all I gotta do. Throw the flashes. Get in there, Jake. Go kill him.
Well,
That's all I gotta do.
I mean, that was a great match you guys played. Honestly,
Thanks, man. I've been watching your demos. I'm not kidding.
Man, that's probably
I'm
why you're
kidding,
throwing
man.
all those flashes, right?
So, but I mean, regardless, it's worked out for you. Congratulations. You guys
Oh my
move
God, thank you
on
so much.
to the grand finals.
Yeah.
And
Dream come true.
yeah, I'm sure.
Any plans for this 5? Are you guys just pugging it out?
I think we're hungry.
Yeah?
We're gonna
you
eat
get
something.
some food before the
Yeah,
grand finals?
I haven't eaten yet today because we've been playing all day. Like we haven't
Oh,
had a break
jeez.
yet.
All right, well, fuel
So-
up before these grand finals.
Don't tell me what to do.
We'll give you a break as well as us taking a break here
Stop
at
yelling
Frag
at me.
11. So, thanks for joining us, Davey. Congratulations again, and good luck in the finals.
Thanks for meeting with us, Davey. Cheers. And that will be Rise versus Onage. Onage taking it in.
Trying
on
to be
the-
nice to this guy.
On the
He does-
third
he
map,
does me
on
like
the
that,
third map,
man.
Onage is finally going to take it. Convincingly, I'd like to say, actually. Very strong T-side. I believe it was 16-5? 16-6 even, maybe.
It was a
with
blowout.
Caboose, Whitmer, everybody firing on all cylinders. Rise really had no answer for that on Inferno. Good game to them.
Okay.
We'd like to thank E-Mode, first of all, for joining us on this cast. This is your first time on a stage casting?
Yeah,
First
first
time in
time on
person?
stage.
Congratulations to that. MCE
thanks
is
for
always
having me.
doing a great job. And we'd like to give a quick shout out to our partners here who've helped make this event possible. This is Fragadelphia 11 at the Nerd Street Gamers Summer Championship. First of all, Raid Max, some great peripherals, some incredible power supplies, the smallest PSU on the market, chairs, beautiful RGB fans. Everyone knows your computer's not